So for this second round, Op 4 is going to be defending 2 terminals from looks of things. They'll be defending Terminal 1 first, then Terminal 2. Knowing this AO, I got to see how they fortified this area, but if they put it on a nice hill, then that's got good overwatch everywhere, so that might be the best place to hold, but Blue 4 can always come around in the back cap and deploy off of boat, so this could just be a Bunker Hill style objective, which is my lane for anything goes. Alright, I gotta wonder. Whiplash beer. Serving beer, not refunds. Oh, that's cute. He made his own little thing for it, too. The chucklehead. So this is quite interesting, because T-Far... Huh. Ilmanek, you around? Yeah, so... That's weird. Because I gotta wonder what has happened to break my... Okay, Ilmanek, yeah, I'd appreciate that. That's, that's weird. So they just disabled it outright. Alright, that's the case. Yeah, leaving the channel, I was able to temporarily hear them, so... Give me one moment. I gotta refresh the plugin, then I'm just gonna disable them and go back into my channel. Upstairs... There we go. Alright, anyway, let's begin with the mission breakdown. I think I've taken enough of your time. Anyway, background. The famous beer island has been taken over by the Anti-Saloon League. Malden government decided to call for international assistance to recover their beer. Almost every country in the planet answered the duty call, but in the end, Germans took it personally. Area of operations, AO includes 2 sectors. Western sector located as a beer factory. Eastern sector is located on an abandoned military position. Okay. Game mode is going to be 2 terminals to hack in sequential order in a rush objective style. Mission variables are going to be 850 meters of render distance, 125 build points for the defenders, which is the standard. No NVGs nor magnified optics. Medium anti-tank settings. All right. Wow, that's quite a bit.
I made 10 months without missing a payment yet.
Delta 6, it is appreciated. I am now your new credit card. Make sure you pay me off every month. I appreciate... Oh my gosh, there goes my ball and everything. Okay. Well, nonetheless, thank you so much for the 10-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Anyway, medium anti-tank settings, 1 AT round and 2 HE rounds per gunner on both sides. We might see a lot of explosive play with launchers, which is quite nice. Otherwise, we're actually going to go ahead and start with Op 4 since we're over here. They are the Rebel French Lizard camouflage kits. To break everything down, you got the platoon leader, sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman, assistant, grenadier, IR. They have Hunt IR rounds, which are 40mm grenades. You fire up in the air, it turns into a camera with a parachute, gives you a nice bird's eye view of the AO. You got machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1 an assistant, medium anti-tank 2 an assistant. RI, RAS, and SMP don't matter anymore because there's no X-ray. Those were only X-ray kits. Designated marksman is going to appear to be an SVD. You see designated marksman in Alpha and Charlie. They get a magnified optic and have a gun with a larger caliber. Otherwise, crew lead, crewmen, pilots, medics, and the base kit. Loadouts for these guys are going to be AKMs and AKSs, PMs for the secondary, and RPK for the light machine gunner, PKP for the medium machine gunner. Light anti-tank is going to be an RPG-26. Recon doesn't matter because they don't exist anymore. Crew and aviation also don't exist because there's no crew and aviation kits on this round. Their assets are 2 transport Urals, 2 closed UAZs, and 2 UAZ Dishkas with 250 rounds total of 12.7 anti-material ammo. Mwah, delicious. Looking over at Op 4's roster, we got Kiri commanding. All right, we don't see him command every day. We'll see how he does with this, but otherwise Shai is being Alpha HQ's squad leader, Lolo being the squad medic, Olaf leading Alpha 1 with Night Owl, Reaper's Insanity, Mutant G-Legs, and Seasmo under him, and there's no Alpha 2 apparently. All right, Bravo HQ being led by Finn, with Whiplash leading Bravo 1 with Hyander as AT. Nice. Nimia, Pertin, Azurai, and Flying Finn under him. Nas leading Bravo 2 with Cullis, Kazul, Dobbs, and Nemesis under him as well. And they put Scandi... They put Scandi and Papega on the same freaking roster again. You know how this goes. Anyway, they are on defense, though, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. I'll go over this in a second, though, but King leading Charlie HQ, Guy Fieri being the medic. They got Charlie 1 with Artisan leading K-Kier, Korvac, Novix, Flux, and Band. Swoley leading Charlie 2 with Tackleberry, Clash, Wheaton, Major Khan, Gazag, and Arakiru. Delta being led by Oddball, with Delta 1 being led by Morgan, with Lurch, Twins, Warkus, Andri, my bad, and Jack under him. Delta 2 being led by Newton, with Blas, Alipol, excuse me, Nikolai, Hayes, Khalil, and Heartseer under him as well. All right, Scandi Recon, Pepega. On and off. Usually it means their side's going to win, but I've also seen them completely flop. Usually I see that flop happen when they play defense. They are playing defense here, so it's really anyone's game. But let's go ahead and look at Blue 4's roster just to see. They're going to be rocking the Bondevoire kits. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Their DMR, I think, is going to be a PSG-1. No, it's going to be a HK-416 with a magnified optic. Interesting. Loadouts are going to be G36s, Glock 17 as their secondary, Mini-Me's for their light machine gunners, MG3s as their medium machine gunners, M72 disposable, Law as their light anti-tank, Recon doesn't matter, and then Crew and Aviation also doesn't matter because there's none of those slots. They have 17 RHIBs, and they have 2 armed RHIBs. Interesting. Both equipped with 2 50 cals. Okay. Looking on their roster real quick, who are... okay. Who's going to be leading them? Depso is going to be leading them. Sayak as the 2IC, Albin as the platoon medic. Mittens has merged everyone together under Alpha. He's got Fred, Bendal, Steve, Shun, Vagrant, Top Gun, Sim, Kabubi, Lacar4, Harvid, yeah. Deska Keeper, Yuru, Timek, Archer, and Dewadox under him. Bravo HQ is going to be led by Azuki, with Grav as the medic. Bravo 1 be led by Norris, with Bates, Puma, Huller, Sholand under him as well. Saddam leading Bravo 2 with Hunavar, Kevin, Wise, and Holton under him. Valitarian leading Charlie HQ. Charlie 1 be led by Lenaru, with members of 7R here. It's Nemo, Skits, Datalore, Zombie Forever, Flinja, and Kinq's. I'm just going to call him Ken. Shut It Down leading Charlie 2 with Vince, Joseph, Fluffy Thumper, Zally, and Dooley under him. Delta has all merged together, other than Thompson. I think he's about to join them. But it's Pro Hunter leading Mackenzie M with the Stars, which exchanges the balls. Gogu, Worst, Rodrigue, Solomon, Pierce, Pete, Fawns, Piros, Keel, Jabi, Mail, excuse me. Circles. That's a weird way to say it. And then Thompson just merged under him as well. All right, looking ahead at our AOs here. We got 8 minutes. Let's finish covering them. You got the Beer Factory here. I'm not sure if they flattened out the terrain to make it, because I know this area is relatively flat as well, but I appreciate the custom building they have done right here to make this all work. So this is quite interesting to see all of this set up, and they got that going in the back. And then you have this military hill back here, which is still on a slant. Not sure if they used the terrain mod to make this work, but it's a pretty nice abandoned position up here. Definitely more World War II-esque. So, I mean, this position on its own is going to be really, really good to hold. I doubt Op4 is going to play an all eggs in one basket strategy to hold that position. They'll probably still have some guys over at the brewery, but we will see how it all plays out. Pierce is definitely special. Really good squad leader. His command is interesting, and those of you that have been here for a while can attest to that. Bundeswehr. There you go. What's that? I said it correctly. Unless you gave me the wrong one, in which case, oof. Otherwise, I don't know. I really don't like the first AO here because the attackers just have way too many ways to get up in this scenario. I've seen this AO done in the past in Friday Night Fights, and usually the attackers are able to get into this AO and take it out. That second AO is going to be the defender's saving grace, though. So, really, guys, it's just up to you. Scandi or Pepega could easily counterattack, but in that aggression, they can easily get outflanked, encircled, and eliminated. With minimal casualties to the opposite faction. And that's kind of what you saw with Scandi Recon last round. So, just because I call out Scandi and Pepega doesn't mean they're invincible. So you really got to keep that in mind. Whew. All right. Bundeswehr. Why would you word it like that? Pierce on which side? Pierce is literally a team leader in Delta 2. Actually, no, he's a squad leader because they merged under Delta 2. So he's squad leading Delta. But my God, let me guess, you're all going to bet against... There's some of you that bet against him. It's fucking... chuckleheads. Oh, I've got so many DMs stacking up. Why? And I got some other ones that I've been meaning to answer as well. Oh well. Now, if I was in Blue Force shoes, I would just take the shortest route. I'd move up the forested areas. I'd move an Overwatch element up on this ridge and pick off who I can. Anyone that goes up to this tower is going to die. Kiri, I appreciate your initiative, but it's a bad call. And then from there, Blue 4 needs to transition to this other AO, and that's where it's going to be really difficult because this AO has some really good Overwatch on pretty much every vector that it can, but if Op 4 undermans it, it leaves it open for Blue 4 to get enough forces up here and practically charge it. But there's no reason for Blue 4 to attack that AO yet because they have to hit this other AO first to enable the second AO's objective. So, just literally get your forces right on top of this position. You see that Op 4 is already building some defensive positions here because they know this is where they're going to come up on. But you can just have forces come around and move forward. And then if you wanted to, you could also kind of travel through this area and breach, but that's where it gets a little open. You probably don't want to do that. You want to be in a position where this overwatching ridge can actually assist you. Now, if I was the UAZ gunners, I would immediately get to the highest positions that I could. I'd send one northwest here and send one south there, and then just have them try to snipe any boats that come in. Well, you got to remember, Blue 4 can also come from multiple different angles here. But I would rely on that being their spawn because it's the one in the center. Because otherwise I'd make a guess and say that was also that. But again, that's why you have one of the UAZs come up here and the other UAZ come down there and just look around with their gunner until they can find the boats and take them out. That would be their best bet. But beyond that, I mean, it's a fairly simple round in my opinion, so we'll just have to see how things go. Poll is up to a little over 200,000 points. Nice. All right, let me do one final check. All right, I got one more person. I got a slot for the Saturday out. Oh, yes, it does. What's that? And Kiri just fell off. Thankfully, there's still safe start, so he doesn't take any fall damage. Or any damage of any type, for that matter. Worth every point, to be honest. God damn it. Y'all are so mean. Oh, Ander got disconnected. That's a shame. Because he knows where to put HE rounds. Did they get an RPG or was it something else? Yeah, they have an RPG. He knows how to use an RPG. Like the back of his damn hand, so... I hope he's able to come back in time. Because if not, that's going to be a little awkward that they lose a really good player there. There is a way to die in Safe Start, but it's super obscure. Oh god, Malin. I don't want to know. Okie dokie. Involves a lot of explosives. Oh dear. I don't know why you'd waste your explosives so early, though. Yeah, I feel you, Abdar. I'm not hosting the Sunday off either, because I'm going to be busy on Sunday. With the date day. But we'll pick it up again on Wednesday. So I guess let's go ahead and look at how Blue 4 is mounted up. They have not mounted up in their boats yet, so it's going to be a bit of a slow start. Oh, are they... Nope, they're transitioning to a different position. I see. Not sure if they have enough boats to fit everyone up here, though, because all these RHIBs can only take 8 people, so that would be 8 times 5, which is 40, and I think their player count's going to be a little higher than 40, so they're going to have to come in from a different error. Might have found the error? Nice, Ilbanek. If you can get it to me in the next few hours, I might be able to test it for the NA branch. right, based off of how many people I just sent up here, I think, yeah, so the rest of them are going down for these boats over here. They do have the armed 50 cal one, so we'll see if they decide to adjust. But Blue 4 are going to have a little bit of a false start here after those 15 minutes. That's going to give Op 4 a little bit of time to set up their Dishkas. I think that's exactly what they need here. Oh, this is going to be one messy insert for Blue 4, because Op 4 is going to already be completely fortified here because of Blue 4's false start. Did Iander make it back? He did not. That's unfortunate. Player count right now is Blue 4 have 51 players, Op 4 have 61? No, I think that was only for round 1. Never mind. Because it was the opposite. That is a shame. Yeah, and you see he's reconnecting now. So it looks like they're spreading out across all of these boats, but then they're fully mounting a boat right here. So we'll see if that Dishka starts engaging. I do appreciate the spread here, though, across all these boats to basically minimize your losses. You already got that Dishka firing. Oh! Oh! Of course. Of freaking course. Someone panicked and pulled their boat into another boat. Oh, it's beautiful. That was a nasty error indeed. That has killed off one of them, and it's stalling them now for the Dishka to keep harassing this position. That Dishka's reloading right now. It is just like in real life. Gotta be careful that no one gets run over. Dishka's firing over here. You got Blue 4 quickly dismounting at the base of that hill. Might be able to kill the gunner. Private's doing stupid crap. Yep. Under fire panic. It happens. All right, Blue 4 getting their foot in the door on the southern side. Also staying up here. I think they're waiting to see if they can pull Op 4 to the south before they make that northern push. Not a bad idea, but it all depends on if Op 4 is even capable of doing such a thing. They've pulled back. They got the... You're not going to hit shit with that from this range, buddy. I'm sorry. Now you got the other Dishka car up here firing at that boat. I think they're ranging with Vector 21s here. This is not looking good. Hold up, and Blue 4, as I predicted, pulled up to there in time and started engaging this position. One of the two Op 4 guys is dead. You hear that MG3 firing. Korvac desperately trying to hold. He is on a kill. He's got some Skyliners to shoot at, but if he's going to stay evasive like that, he's not going to be able to line his shot up in time. He needs to consider trying to pull it back or flank around here. This is all modern ordnance at the moment, yes. Sometimes FNF have times where they do Vietnam or World War II, but it's modern right now. Korvac a little too exposed right there, was completely exposed on that flank, and Scholand and Holton managed to drill him down. Now you got these additional boats coming in. Op 4 are holding from some defensive positions here. Wondering if Blue 4 is going to commit. Doesn't look like it. Now you're having these boats coming in on the coast for a northern push as well. So this is going to really divide Blue 4. It looks like they're going for a back cap first, though, but they can't back cap because that terminal isn't activated until they take Terminal 1. I get why they're doing that, because that's a really good defensive position, but it's a messy idea. Statistically, the side that chooses back capping objectives before they're enabled in these rush-style ops, more often than not loses. because they divide their force into areas that they shouldn't even be worrying about yet, and the defenders just sweep them. Got some pretty big dismounts going on here, some early dismounts. Oh, because the boat was just shot out and disabled. But I see more people around down here. Some people got run over. So I can't tell if this boat had another boat collision or if it actually just got taken out. Now you see these guys getting shot at as they try to swim to the coast here. So you got HE rounds coming in, but you're seeing these guys duck them. I just heard someone get hit by a shot, but it looks like it only hit the shoulder. I always like watching these guys because when you're swimming them up to shore, you see them literally trying to dodge bullets by going underwater and all this crazy funny shit. I just find it amusing. What role am I playing? I am literally just spectating. Heck. I'm watching these guys practically kill each other because it's fun. I am the esports cast. Alright, got some grenades being thrown up. I'm a little worried about Op4 because they did send a lot of their forces out in very small groups to try to hold against anything pushing along the coast. And it looks like they are trying to conceal themselves as they pull back to additional forces, but at this point, I think they're going to stop getting off of these far positions to start folding around to make a more unified perimeter around the objective itself. Yeah, if Op4 had some of their AT guys on the coast, they would have been able to much more effectively intercept these boats and take them out and probably get some pretty nice multi-kills going in, but I think it was just a little bit of miscoordination on that front. And I mean, you're seeing some Op4 guys getting picked off here early on. And a lot of them are focusing on the guys in the water rather than the guys that are actually on the island here gaining ground. Oh, dude, you're good. I'm here to answer your questions, man. That's why I like being a smaller streamer. Even if I have, you know, up to 100 to 200 people watching, I can still cover chat pretty easily. It's nice. All right, so you're hearing those AT rounds fired into the groups here. Not sure how much damage they're doing, though, but looking at the roster, we have a few casualties here and there along Blue 4, but we're also seeing a few here and there on Op 4 as well, so I'd say Blue 4 is still maintaining that heavy number advantage. But we're going to be having 2 squads of infantry joining 1 squad of infantry to hit Terminal 1, and I'd imagine Delta is just going to try to push up and take Terminal 2. So I'm a little worried with how Blue 4's positioned their units because they're too far to really support each other. So Op 4 could really just hold this position by taking out this force pushing in, and then if this force drags their feet, the Op 4 can just turn around and take them out as well. A little bit of defeat and detail on the Blue 4 side here. Willow also giving Bomb Tech a sub. Nice. Hope you both keep enjoying everything. And Willow, I hope this is the proper distraction for what's been going on with you IRL. Got some smoke going on up there. I think that's because they managed to shoot the engine out of the Dishka. Otherwise, these 3 guys are staying. Now, that GL could be come in real handy when they get closer. They should also be holding their grenades. I think they think they're a little closer than they actually are. And that's a shame because they're going to burn all their grenades early, unfortunately. You know, it's hard to say, because usually when you do a pincer attack, the pincers are still in positions to support each other. Like, a pincer would be attacking from the south and the west. That way, the south could move in while the west covers from higher positions. Here, it's really just being treated as 2 separate attacks. Technically, you could also argue that is a pincer as well, but a good pincer is when the pincers can support each other. And I'm going to be honest, F&F, you see a lot of separate attack style fights. You don't see them really supporting each other. But the times when they do support each other, the attack usually goes really, really well. And there's a lot of pressure applied to the defenders. Here, not so much. These guys are going to potentially pincer off this position right here, but we'll just have to see how things go. And you got this one unified attack happening on the coast. You got some of These guys coming around as well. Are they? No, they're gonna bypass. Why would you land over here if your goal was to... Maybe Blue 4 was thinking that Op 4 wasn't going to have anyone back there, and they put this force here to be a picket for any Op 4 guys that tried to pull back, but it's a really weird idea to put your guys on all of this open terrain on the low ground to then push them around. This is a really bad spot. Yeah, it's practically turning into a not a DND, excuse me, a D-Day-esque scenario here. I mean, it's working so far, though. They're causing some Op 4 positions to pull back. This is going to turn into a 3 separate side attack on the first objective. And with any luck, it might slow down Op 4's ability to pull back to the final objective, but we're seeing Op 4 countering with some really heavy hitters like Flux here, already coming in to counter some of these forces on their own. There's just a lot going on so many sides right here. But I think this is a bit of a mistake, because if Op 4 did have forces garrisoning this position, they're just going to be able to harass them as they move up. I thought this would be just them bypassing to take Sector 2 and then backcapping it and then moving in, but now if they're going up to Sector 1, they're just going to be shot in the back as they push. That's going to make them drain all their smoke, and moving quickly cover to cover to stay online with the other attacking groups is just going to wear their stamina down, and when they get into CQC, it's going to be a lot harder for them to line up their shots. Is there any way to participate? Yes, if you do !FNF, that'll link you to their website. You might be able to make it in time for the NA branch tonight. If not, we'll see you for next week for the EU branch. EU branch is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week. NA, I think, gets privatized tomorrow, so you got to play EU a few times before you can go into NA. All right, got some AT shots going here. That was an HE round. I think it got caught on this rock, though, so the blast of it got nullified, which is why those two Op 4 guys survived up there. Close, but no cigar. Next week it is. By all means, man. Happy to have you. So Op 4 is starting to kill some Blue 4 guys coming up. You're seeing some explosives being thrown up here to try to stop any guys up here. I think they just killed themselves with some of their own satchels, because I could have sworn I saw some guys up there. Yeah, you see their bodies sliding down. That's cute. I love it when Blue 4 or Op 4 kills themselves with their own damn satchels. Because they treat them like grenades. Grenades you can throw far because of the small shape, a little bit of weight to it, good chuck. You can throw it 10, 15 meters. An explosive satchel is a heavy motherfucker that you can barely throw a meter. So if you're throwing that over something, you might not even be able to get it over. So uphill like this, yeah, I'm not surprised they blew themselves up. Some HE RPGs landing in Blue 4's line, but they're a little short. Got some Moz rounds going in. They gotta be careful that if they fire these over, because then they could land on their own forces in a bit of a crossfire situation. Lurch, he's on 4 kills. He has been picking off some Blue 4 guys coming up here. It's just, can he continue to rack up those kills? Going for Top Gun. Top Gun ducks. Throwing satchels with Liru arms is lethal. Shut up, what's that? All right, you got some HE rounds going in on the factory over there. Looks like Blue 4's group to the east, this Delta squad. Still gaining ground, but now Bravo for Op 4 is going to basically make a picket line here to stop them. And if, I guess, Blue 4 gets too close, they might fall back into the facility itself. Looking at the skull counts here, Op 4 has lost quite a few. Blue 4, really with Alpha and Bravo, they've been losing quite a few guys. Charlie, not so much, which I think is... Oh, no, Charlie's up there. So this group's taking a good bit of casualties, and this group over here is taking a good bit of casualties. GL's going off. Ooh. You know, if they could detonate this Vic, they might actually be able to get a few guys blown up here. GL's getting caught in some of the rocks. I do appreciate what Lurch is doing right here. He's trying to flank. Twins is trying to cover, but he is in a one-on-one firefight, and he gets headshotted. Lurch is going to spot Top Gun over here in a second. Here's that flank. Top taken out. Double kill for Lurch. He's up to 6 kills. Switches to his handgun as a backup because he ran out of ammo. Top needs to be double tapped, but Lurch could go for 7 here if he gets that double tap. But he's spotted by Steve. And Top bleeds out. I don't think that kill's going to be applied to Lurch, though, so he's technically on 7. But this has stopped this attack from going in. Lurch caught in the reload. Deska Keeper with the MG3, but he fails to realize Lurch is hostile. Lurch on 8, technically. Lurch caught in a reload, taking more shots, finally knocked out by Steve. It happens. People miss PID in this game mode all the freaking time. So now you only got Morgan up there, but he's only got a few guys to work with. He's trying to kill some of Blue 4 as they come around. More GLs going. Not sure if he... Lurch wakes back up. He just... I think Morgan just GL'd Steve. Oh, but Lurch then gets headshotted by Dedalore. Oh. And it is round 2. All right, so Op 4, I mean, they're getting spread thin here. You still got Blue 4 platoon harassing Alpha for Op 4 in the back line. But now you got Blue 4 in a lot of these smaller groups. They're taking some returning fire here. Got some GLs coming in as well. We'll see if they land accurately. Oh, if he were to tighten the gap. All right, I was hoping we'd see some ranging shots come in here because the GL plays are always amazing to watch. Oh, Nim, what are you doing? You cheeky cunt, you. Come on, Nim. Don't disappoint. What the Nimia doing? Nimia is a member of Scandia Recon, and once in a blue moon, we see her pull shit like this. She's gonna crawl right up and kill Solomon. Yep. Ironically, I think she's being shot at from her own guys here. But look at this positioning. Oh, but Nim getting shot at by some rear guard here. Shoots at Mackenzie. Mackenzie with the MG3, though. The buzzsaw. Nim's out of ammo, and Mackenzie doesn't care. Oh. That's the nice thing about being a machine gunner, is you're probably not going to run out of ammo. Whereas the riflemen are going to run out of ammo. Yanni gets to a one-on-one here. Oh, boy. All right, Yanni won that fight. Blue 4 is being repulsed here pretty hard, as we just have this line of both Scandia and a few Pepega members just culling everything. So we got him pushing a bit more. Callie just got taken out. Azariah trying to hit Dawidox there, just unable to line up a shot. What are the numbers on the teams now? Op 4 still going strong here. They've had a few groups wipe, but look at all the skulls on Blue 4, mainly under Alpha and Delta. You got Bravo in the back line here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 31 minutes left on the round, so only 20 out of the 50 have expired. But Blue 4 is just running low on manpower. Damn, if you spam too many like that, you get killed. I was hoping you'd do better, but the MG3 did not give a fuck, unfortunately. But if they weren't there, you would have been able to get behind 5 or 6 dudes right here and do a lot more. But it's okay, Nim, it happens. We were watching you that entire time. Nonetheless, ooh, nasty grenade killing one of the Scandia members. Azariah getting flanked by circles here. And we'll see how this goes. But as I digress, thanks so much for the 31-month resub, Nim. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Azariah going for the double, but then he gets 2-tap from aim with the balls and Pierce, and taken out. Oddball needs to double tap Dweed, but Dweed decides to jump away Mario Kart style with a handgun in his hand, so I guess he tried to jump Oddball, and Oddball's now wondering where his body went. Interesting. All right, Carey. He is platoon command for Op 4. He's right next to a shit ton of Blue 4. He has a GL. I want to see him use the GL here, or some grenades. Carey, you're choking, buddy. You're choking. Carey, you're choking. Ah. Well, I tried. Blue 4, meanwhile, rushing in right here. Getting caught in a bit of a fatal funnel. They quickly pull out. Grenades going way over. Major Con trying to get in a position. That MG3 immediately suppressing. Newton getting shot. Heartseer trying to find a way to... What on earth was that? Oh, grenade! Dead as a doornail. Other Blue 4 guy was killed off as well. Newton throwing some more well-timed grenades here. And Blue 4, I mean, they were 4 people here. Now it's only Dooley. Dooley pushing, getting caught in the fatal funnel and taken out by Kazag. And I mean, just looking over at the top here, Blue 4 does not have a lot left. They got Charlie 1 up there. They could still come in for the clutch. They clutched last round. Or not last round, but last week. Grenade going on Flux. Satchel thrown over. Flux does not give a fuck. That might blow up that shed area, though. Whew. Monkey. The beer logo is immune to smoke effects? Yeah, it's because it's a custom decal, and decals aren't affected by smoke, which is quite funny. We got circles in the middle here. Yanni's marauding around. You got a few other Op 4 players. Major, Cullis is stuck under a rock. He's using that to bandage, but he might not be able to get out. Overwatching shots from Charlie 1 as they engage Oddball and Khalil there. But I don't think Blue 4 has the necessary manpower to win this. I'm seeing a lot of Pepega and Scandy names. A lot of Pepegas, actually, still alive, as well as top player Bant here. So... Oh, this is going to be tough. Bant already on 2 kills, for example. Some GLs getting fired into here, but looks like that is a smoke round bouncing around. Oh, baby. And you got Kane and Artisan charging the Blue 4 position. Of course Kane's doing that. Kane's one of the few people that I believe could actually solo that. But sometimes Pepega or Scandy players get a little too aggressive for their own good, and it falls apart. So let's see what they can pull here. King, trying to hype you up. Don't disappoint me by caster cursing. He's going to open up with some grenades right over the hill, and then he's going to get on a high spot and just clean them up. Where's that first grenade? There it is. Cleaning House 101. Immediately, he goes down. One dude is knocked unconscious. Like I said, King is the king for a reason. Kills Skits. Artisan now coming up for the flank. Novix following on the rear. Attack reload for King. Ah, but he gets dropped. That's a shame. Bates waking back up, but Artisan pushing. Novix also coming around as well. Artisan's going to open up with the flank. That's going to allow room for Novix to push in. Grenade being thrown over the top. That's going to hit Nemo in the back. Maybe. Nope. Went too far. A trade. Artisan getting the kill right there. He's going to be on the rear of these Blue 4 guys. They're going to think there's something still at their forward. Artisan. Don't you have a GL? I guess he's out of GL rounds. Gets Flinjo with the handgun. Goes for attack reload. Kane, I don't think he comes into chat now. Very few Pepega members do. I think Flux has done it a few times, but that's it. Oh, Lonaru getting the counter on Artisan. He went too aggressive, stayed in the open. I mean, 7R, they've been able to counter a lot of heavy groups from Scandian Pepega. Kevin with that MG3 just annihilated someone. Cakir coming around, though. But a grenade might kill Cakir because that's a friendly throw. And they trade because the grenade weakened him. Beautiful. Lethality, how are you doing? So despite this, I still don't think Blue 4 has the manpower to continue. But it's going to be a slow push. Looking at it from above, we still got Kevin in the AO. He's got that MG. You got Platoon trying to bypass to go to Sector 2, but this is going to be a drawn-out scenario for the rest of it as Blue 4 Remnants try to regroup and push in. Otherwise, I see this as an Op 4 victory. Close, but I think Blue 4 should not have put that group on the coast over there. They should have reinforced one of the two pushes here instead, and that's what cost it for him. Is just coming in at too many vectors and just getting annihilated. Need a potato gun? That would require the global mobilization CDLC. Which I can't say wouldn't happen because they have done Vietnam stuff with the Vietnamese one, but... Ooh, Swola. Swola didn't have ammo! Get him! Ah, beautiful headshot. Sprays him anyway. I would not say lethality is king, no. So we were just talking about someone in the game lethality, and I think they're confusing you for that someone because someone else mentioned if they ever show up in chat, and I was telling them no. So I think your timing was just, they thought that was, you were that person. I already told you guys that he doesn't come into chat, so I don't know why you're asking random people that show up if they're king. Oh, Ban's still walking around right here. You got this poor guy named Circles coming. He's gotten 2 kills too, granted, but he might try to get on a high position up here and pick off who he can. Ah, timing always screws everyone, man. I feel you. Just trying to see. I think Charlie's going to be regrouping down here and going for a push. You got Circles doing his own thing. You got Blue 4 Platoon now pushing this second position. It's a 3v3 right here, but there's a 4th guy coming around. Grenades being thrown in. G-Legs running into it because he didn't realize. Reaper's trying to keep Defso there. Sayek might come around. And Sayek getting the flank. Cammy, it was added in a DLC, a free DLC update, I want to say, what, in 2015, 2014? This isn't the Zeus interface, though. This is just a spectator interface. Alvin, you are so lucky Seismo clipped his bullets in that corner. Lolo. Oh my god, Lolo, please. Take your time. Get behind Depso and blow his head off. That works too. Liru, the king of pickle jars. Yes, I can open a pickle jar. I can open a damn pickle jar. Woo! Lethality. That's because YouTube throttles the shit out of me. That's a long story, and Twitch is Twitch. And I don't care, because I still make a living doing all this stuff anyway. But I don't even want to grow that big, because I kind of like having only 100 to 200 people watching, because the streams, the rare streams where I have more than 200 people watching, when major events are done like Splendid Squad and MCOs, I really struggle to keep up with chat. Explosive just went off in here. Oh, G-Legs woke back up. That's a good call. I don't know if they just blew up one of the Blue 4 guys in there. Looks like Circles died, and now this is the major final fight coming in here as well. So I'm perfectly fine with it. because I can still pay my bills and interact with all you guys in real time. And I don't really see a point in growing anymore. I have my play button, I have my partnership on Twitch, there's nothing else I really fucking need. And some of the people that are above me in terms of viewership are also really freaking toxic, so I don't really want to see myself become that either. A hydrate, yep. Van's gonna go for a flank on 7R right here. Flaninja woke back up. Got some grenades going. That might kill Flinja there. And if it's not the grenade, it's Bay's bullets, that's for sure. Oh, disaster. If only you've seen what I've seen, buddy. There's Flaninja getting double tapped. If you want an example, go look up CC07. Whew. Alright, got some grenades going off around here. Liru getting a great pick-off. Trying to vault around, but the pipes are too close. Yanni, I'm not sure if he was just double tapping his friendly or what. We do not speak of CC07, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'll bring it up in a second, though, once this round's over. Actually, I'm not covering the next round because I've got an op in under an hour. I was reviewing it with an old friend of mine that was also there. All right, Grab doing his best to try to hold this position. Smoke grenade right around the corner here. Nemesis and Oddball coming around. Grab getting shot in the back by Nemesis, technically back of the head there. And the rest of this attack has all fallen apart. Bay getting friendly fire here, potentially, or it's a body there. And Blue 4 has been fully eliminated, which means Op 4 are able to kill him off over there as well. And that's it. Willow, thanks for giving Lethality a sub as well. Hope you all keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Look, when I do a DayZ stream tonight, or during the intermissions of the NA branch, we can talk about a few things, all right? I am more than happy to do it. I'm an open book.
Live stream in a while. What round we on and how you doing, smile?
But my